Greetings, tribe. Greetings, grand rising. Hello, but heavens high. It is I. Y'all had to go ahead and tap in with y'all. You know, I might be on the road right now, but I gotta go ahead and put this into y'all ear, into y'all soul. So we at a point to where the veil is lifting, and if you got the right eyes or the right eye, you got the right spirit, the right frequency, the right vibration, the right vibe, you're gonna be able to have very good discernment, and you'll know what is real and what is fake. All right, the system that your government put in place is obviously weakened, it's dying, and the people who have put their faith in their vibration and frequency, ooh, I got so much new growth, boy. Anyway, the people that have put their faith into that man-made system, into the government and the corporations, well, they'll have to suffer with the government and the corporations who weaken and die off. You get how it works. Whatever. See, that's why being a part of the right thing, like knowing who you are, knowing who you hang with, like you are the company you keep, that is going to pretty much determine your whole status on this planet. Life and death. Like, the veil is being lifted, so there's now a thin line between the dark and the light. There's a thin line between the good and the bad. You see what I'm saying? There's a thin line between truth and false. A very thin line, to where it's so much false stuff you might think that it's true. You see what I'm saying? It's so much going on that the line is very thin. So when you got somebody like God that appears, it's so many people that are so wicked and unrighteous and unnatural, they gonna make you think, or they in themselves is gonna think that it's not the right thing, because they have been programmed, they have been on a frequency of a dying system for so long that they can't get it through their hearts, through their mental, that, yo, what I'm doing is not right. I need to get on the right frequency. I need to fuck with Chief. I need to get up on that frequency. You know, I need to discover the Most High. I need to go soul search. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. So the people who are right for you, if you are on the vibration, I'm talking about just good enough, like you might not even be, your electricity might not even be a full 100%. Like, you know, like when a battery in these cell phones, like your charge might not even be 100% full. It could be, I don't know, let's say 37%. As long as you got enough to survive what you need to get through to you, there's always a chance. I don't care if it's 1%, 2%, 3%. But if you like already on 1% and you just can't get it right, that means that you not gonna get it right, because like your battery is dying. Like, that's as good as I can tell this to you. And a lot of people have put their faith into the United States medical people, and you know, there's no beef with them. You know, I don't have beef with y'all. Like, who are y'all? You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know, you do what you do, Chief does what he do, and it's obvious who's the winning side. It's obvious who is doing the right thing, because, you know, that system is weakened. So the people who are relying upon that system are weak as well. And I am dealing with relatives that have put their full life and faith into that system. So, you know, they even, you know, or give backlash to the chief. But it's all mental. Like, they messed up, you know. They didn't catch the wave in time. They battery got way too low. You see what I'm saying? Like, they battery has been lowered so much to a point that this new energy is here, this electricity. It ain't even new. It's just the right thing, the natural way to go. Like, the freedom is here. The real electricity is here to charge everybody up. But they phone's broken. Like, let's say that they body is a cell phone. Like, they phone either broken, the screen cracked, they can't see. They just ain't picking up the message. They done ran out of minutes. They battery ain't even charged up no more because they been on the wrong plug. Do you get what I'm saying? I know you can get that. And I really was making this for my children. You know, we've got, you know, a situation on our hand where a lot of the youth, they are wilding out. They don't know where to go. They ain't got a clear, definitive. They don't have a clear, definitive. They don't have a clear, definitive path. So, you know, some of them want to do right, some of them don't. We've all been there, but they have been toyed with. Like, a lot of the parents that got these children, anywhere from, like, if they small children, like kids, to teenagers, to young adults, if you had them on any type of, like, medications, prescribed drugs, more than likely you're gonna be seeing the ramifications of that. You're gonna be seeing the consequences of that through your children now, because a lot of those drugs that they was given, it was bad for them. I'm talking about terrible for them. Like, if you watch the show Black Lightning, how, you know, the children was wilding out, but they introduced a certain drug that they said was there to help them. And I look at that like ADHD or Adderall and different type of drugs like that, to where it fried their brain. Like, it was supposed to be helping them, but like, it unlocked some stuff inside of them, but it didn't unlock it the correct way. It's kind of like, you know, when there's a door, you know, like I said, it's more than one way to skin a cat. It's better to open the door with the key, right? But there's sometimes, or some situations, where people can't get a hold of the key. So what do? They pry the door open, they beat on it, they bang it, and that splinters the door. So now the door, there'll be a wedge. There's no space to close it to keep out the things that need to be kept out. So now you leave this space open to where other things can come in. Yes, I get it. I wasn't there with them, but I get it. I was there. They was trying to do something to slow the process of children acting all wild, because that spirit had became where these are some wild children. These are my children. We always been wild. They wanted to label us savages. That's why you can't be a savage. You just have to be wild. You have to be true. You have to do what's right. So they was slowing the process of that wildness. That's what they was trying to do. And a lot of parents couldn't take that wildness. So I see what them people was doing. You know, they didn't want their own children to be out of control and wild, because, you know, the timing is always right, but they weren't prepared for it. They knew that this shit was going to happen, but it's like, damn, like, we got to do something. So they slowed it and suppressed it. But while they suppressed it, they kicked in something else that's inside of the stuff that broke the door open. So a lot of these children, the door has been open, but it wasn't open the correct way. Something unnatural went in there and knocked the door open. Now the door just wide open. So things are able to still walk through that door. Some good things walk through that door, but a whole lot of bad for them walk through that door. You know what I'm saying? So now you got the Black Lightning character. Black Lightning, you know, the dark with the light, that dark figure that's full of the light, right? So he was in the school system and the children loved him, but it became a point that where, you know, the school shit just wasn't working and he was needed more out in the field. So he had to give up the school stuff. I look at me, I used to be in the school system and they did not, the school people, the staff at the school, the government appointed people, the county board or whatever, you know, them fake people, them unnatural people, they didn't like the chief being in there because the chief takes over wherever I go. I am an attention magnet. I am electricity, so I attract currents. I am wild. I am free. I am powerful, just like children are. So they feel that same spirit in me. They ain't gonna feel no spirit of somebody that's old and decrepit and ain't free. You see what I'm saying? This is the era that they are looking to be free. The kids are looking for their door to be open to be free. But you just can't bust the door. You got to teach them how to control their door. You got to give them the key so they can open and close their own door. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be a fight now. It's going to be a fight to where a lot of these children, you know, ain't no hate to say it, ain't no love to say it. I'm just going to say it because it is what it is. They gonna be some men. They are some menaces. They are some savages. And you gonna see, like, just the other night, I think it was the so-called Thanksgiving night. My little nephew came. I gave him one of my feathers. My spirit just told me, give him one of the feathers. I got hawk feathers. I got falcon feathers. I got buzzard feathers. I got eagle feathers. I got a lot of feathers, and I gave him one of the hawk feathers, and I told him, you know, this is your wing, this is your wing to fly, you know, fly above adversity. When something is wrong, when something is off, fly above that. Be powerful, nephew. That's what I gave my nephew, the gift and the message to the gift, and I kid you not. That next night, his apartment got shot up. And my baby he was safe. My baby is alive. And he came back up there to where Chief was at because he didn't feel safe, you know, where he was currently. His dad brought him up there. And I was like, yeah, everything happened for a reason. There was a reason I just had gave him that feather. And next door, the apartment next door, like directly, like their wall, there's a wall that split two apartments. One side, my nephew and his family, and then another group of people on that other side. Some guy walked out of the apartment next door to my nephew and he got riddled with bullets. I'm talking about shot up. I saw a video, blood just all down the steps. And supposedly who did, and this was a young guy, like young adult, early 20s maybe, and the guy that supposedly did it, he's a teenager from what I'm hearing. And that's what I'm saying, like the teenager had no compassion, had no realization of what he was doing. Like, yo, there's a whole family next door with a baby, my nephew. There's a whole family next door with a child in there. I shouldn't shoot this guy while he's coming out unless I'm going to walk up on him. Let me get him when he leaves the yard or walks to his vehicle or when I see him another time. Nope. Savage just sprayed the whole apartment building. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of them children, they don't know how to deal with things right now. And we have their parents don't know how to deal with things themselves because they're living unnatural. They have put their faith into the system. They've put their faith into government. They've put their faith into man's hands. And we all know that when you put your faith into a man, man will lead you wrong. That's why I am not a man. You hear me? That's why you can't walk like this. You can't carry yourself like this as a mere man. You would be an idiot to be out here being a mere man doing what I do. Can't do that. Just like they show you, like with the Duke Blue Devils. I broke this down on IG. Like, the word devil comes from Devi or diva. And you look at the word diva or Devi, that's anyone that is awesome. Goddess, the most high in Hindu. The Hindus, some of the earliest ancient wise ones. The Hindus, the Indians, like when Christopher Columbus showed up, so in the story of Columbus, he thought he was in India when he showed up to America because I was everywhere. Just like when they say that Jesus also went to India and was teaching people, because I bet you he was, because them was his folks. They looked like him. That was his bloodline. India, America, we all the same, bro. Them roots go deep. We been all around here. So they paint the devil, they always give him a trident. A trident look like a big fork. So when you watch cartoons and you see the cartoon characters, and they would always stick the fork in the electric socket and they would get shocked. A trident, a staff has electricity, just like when Moses was the only one able to go up into the mountains in that Bible story during his little period, to where everybody else was scared to go to the mountain where the storm was at. The big lightning and thundering from the Most High was in the mountains. Everybody else was scared, but Moses walked up there. What did he have with him? He had a staff. He had a trident. He was able to control the lightning from bothering him. This is a pole. People don't even know that. Like, this was called to me. Like, I just don't, I didn't just pick this stuff up to, think it was going to be all right to walk with. There's nothing wrong with me physically. But the Most High said, look, pick that up right there. I've been needing you to get that because I got some energy in that. This is specifically made for you to carry. You can decorate it the way you want to, but I need you to walk with that because I'm finna send some electricity through you. And that's your trident. Anything you send out with this, anything I send out with this, I'm speaking through the Most High. I'm speaking from the Most High. Anything I direct a hit through this is going to get hit. Anytime I need to be stable and balanced, I have this, because it's a lot of energies around us right now. So I don't know about you, but I need something to help me balance things. All this electricity, whether it's negative electricity, positive electricity, like we got electrons, neutrons, and protons. You got to have a base. All electric things need a base, need a foundation to establish the plug for where you can get the energies to perform the way they should perform. So I just came to tell y'all that there is a fight. There's a war ahead. Watch Black Lightning. That was one of my favorite shows. But yeah, clean yourselves up. Trust in yourself. Trust in the Most High inside of you. Get away from depending on someone else. You need help, come to me genuinely, because I shouldn't even say genuinely, because I got great discernment. Like, I'm always by myself, so you coming correctly, I'm gonna know when you're correct. If you're not correct, you're not gonna be coming at all, because you're gonna get blasted before you even get a chance to do anything wrong, because I've did my work. I've taken steps. Like, you can't buy me. You can't buy God. You know what I'm saying? You can't purchase God. Like that Kanye West song, he said, He had a dream he could buy his way to heaven. He woke up and he spent that on a necklace. Of course he spent it on a necklace because he had a dream he could buy his way to heaven. But then he woke up, he spent it on a necklace. Because you ain't going to be able to buy your way into heaven. You can't buy your way to the Most High. I don't care. You could have, listen, you could get Facebook money, Amazon money, Tesla money, oil money, Federal Reserve money. You could combine and China money, all these different corporations. You can get all their money tied together, and you could present that to the Most High. And you wouldn't even be able to peek in the door. Try. Big ups to my uncle Elijah. He's a world-renowned herbalist and a naturalist, and someone that I admire, and a spirit that I definitely coincide with and look up to. Like, he definitely inspires me, even though he's, a elder. That's what we need in our culture, in our community, in our village. And I'm here getting knowledge from him. I mean, the guy been to school. Look at all those degrees. Let's start in the corner. 1 degree, 2 degree, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6 degrees up there. And though I might not have gotten those paper degrees, I'm getting the learning degrees through, verbal teaching. And I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful for that. And he just gave me this book to read, which is several books in here, like that, so y'all know that I'm not playing around with what I do. This book right here, The Cure for All Diseases, the first line when I open up is this: electricity can now be used to kill bacteria, viruses, and parasites in minutes, not days or weeks as antibiotics require. Electricity. Now, wasn't I just telling y'all about electricity? How that trident is a representation, a symbol for this, that staff, that rod, that pole. It's a direct current absorber from the ground into the air, just like you got your telephone poles that go in the ground to the air to receive electricity. That's why I be in the sun a lot. I got people around me that's scared of the sun. Like, you got all type of people, whether it's dark-skinned people, light-skinned people, mixed, whatever. They terrified of the sun. They don't want to get dark. But don't you know, like, the darker you are, the better you can take the sun. And you're going to have to be for what's going on, because, look, the planet is being cleansed, and she's purifying herself, and electricity is going to purge a lot of bacteria and viruses, diseases, and bad spirits. So, yeah, like, I'm not gonna tell you a false story. I don't give false information, not even to my enemy. That's how great I am. That's the Most High in me. But yeah, electricity, the sun, big ball of fire, electricity.